There they go. There go the notifications. Wow. One, two, three, four. Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hope you're all having a good morning. Kind of slicking my hair back here a little bit. It's a little fuzzy. I hope you guys are doing great. Title says it all. I think it's interesting news. Been covering it on, talking a lot about it on Twitter this morning, retweeting stuff. Okay, good morning, everybody. Hello. Let me make sure my sound is going to be on here. I think it is. I didn't check the Discord server because I did check it and I didn't see anybody in it, so I didn't send out a call. It's early, and I just didn't want to wake people up when it's so early. Um, um, so So I hope that the chat's working because I'm not seeing any chats come in yet, but that's okay. Hopefully someone will say something here soon. Um,
Sputnik 55. Hi now.
Hey, Spudnik, what's up, buddy?
Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sputnik 55. What's in the news today?
We got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Brown. Good morning.
Hey, Nick. Good morning, buddy. What are you up to? What is today? It's Saturday? Saturday? You off today?
Back.
Did the bear come back? Yeah, I got into our garbage last night and I had to clean it all up this morning. That was fun.
Brown.
You just got out of bed?
Just rolled out of bed, lol.
That feels good.
Us hobo. Who told you that, mate? Not true at all. There's even quite a few Palestinian members in the Israeli parliament.
Yeah, no, they can't vote. Go look it up. Do you want to see the information? 5 million Palestinians can't vote. So that's funny, Hill House Hobo. Go look it up. Okay? You go look it up. Google that shit. There's plenty of articles out there that cover that. No, they are not allowed to vote. Not unless you are an Israeli citizen and Israel won't let the Palestinians become citizens. How nice. You know? So this is what's interesting. At the UN Security Council, a resolution to condemn Russia over its referendums in Donetsk and Lugansk to come under Moscow's umbrella fails after China, Brazil, India, and Gabon refused to vote with NATO proxy countries. The freaking provision failed. So this is exactly what I said was going to happen. I was like, they're losing. The imperialism is losing support and Russia's gaining support. And the more truth that comes out, it seems like the more countries are going to side with Russia. And then Russia starts their own version of NATO, and NATO is going to be screwed. So the resolution was not adopted by the UN. It's excellent. I'm sure Hill House Hobo is Googling that shit right now and finding out that 5 million Palestinians can't vote that live in Israel. Yeah, right? That's why you're being so quiet? You Googled that shit? Yeah. I could show it to you. You know, I could bring it up real easily. It's all over, man. You can find that information anywhere. I found 10 different articles that covered it. You know? But my hope is that you'll go find an article yourself. You know? You go look it up. You go find out for yourself. Not from my information, but from yours. You go research it. And then you can come in here and you can apologize to me for lying to me and lying to my audience when you said not true at all. That was a lie. So you can come back and you can apologize. That'd be great. Look forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Hobo. I've spent quite a bit of time there personally. There's Cully 14 Palestinian
Doesn't address the
members
5
in
million
the
who
Knesset.
can't vote. You're not talking about the 5 million. Yeah, those 14 Palestinian members became Israeli citizens, I'm sure. And Palestinians don't want to become Israelis. I don't blame them one bit. So, you know, telling them that they have to become an Israeli to have a voice over there while they live there, you know, it's a catch-22, but you can't sit there and lie to me about it. You know, you still haven't covered the 5 million, bro. Let me know when you go and look it up for yourself. And like I said before, I look forward to my apology that you're going to give me. I'm really looking forward to it. And for you apologizing that you came in here and lied to everybody because you didn't know what you were talking about. So, can't wait. Can't wait for that.
Bro.
Cheers, Nick.
Cheers, bro.
Are you in the Discord, bro? You in Discord, bro? No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers.
Ren Ben Canaan. Palestinians in Palestinian elections.
Yeah, but not Israeli ones. Right? Oh, I already did my homework. Now you guys need to go do yours. You know? I already read the articles.
Ren Ben Canaan. Generally they for the same strong men.
Well, whoever they vote for is not my concern. My point is, look. My point is that
Ren
they
Ben
don't have a
Canaan.
voice. Their voice has been.
I've been there many times.
Yeah, I've been there a few times myself. But
Ren Ben Canaan. It's not as black and white as you are laying it out.
Really? Okay, well, let me. Since you're gonna argue with me now over this shit, let me just pull it up for you. Okay. Since you guys don't want to look it up yourselves.
Ren Ben Canaan. There is a much greater voice for Palestinians than many other minority factions living in other countries. Ren Ben Canaan. Let's talk about Cambodia.
We're not talking about Cambodia. We're talking about Israel.
Ren Ben Canaan.
We're not talking about Romania.
Let's talk
See,
about
this
Romania.
this is the typical Jewish response. This
Ren
is the
Ben
Israeli
Canaan.
response. Oh, what about
Let's
Islam?
talk about China.
Let's not talk about China. We're talking about Israel.
Ren Ben Canaan. Let's talk about
No,
Russia.
we're not talking about Russia. We're talking about Israel.
Ren Ben Canaan. Let's talk about
Dude,
Ukraine.
I swear to God, dude, stop spamming my fucking chat with your bullshit point that's not making a point.
Nick Brown.
Yeah, stay on topic. You
Stay on
spamming
topic.
another topic doesn't change
Ren
the
Ben
topic.
Canaan. The Palestinians keep NG for the wrong people.
It doesn't matter who they vote for. It doesn't matter, does it?
Ren Ben Canaan. There have been many opportunities for the Palestinians to make peace with Israel, but they just won't do it.
Yeah, sure.
Ren Ben Canaan. I'm sorry, bro, but we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
That's fine. Just don't spam my fucking chat with your bullshit point that wasn't even, what was a non-point. You know? That's fine. You can disagree and show me, but so far you haven't put up any
Ren Ben
information to prove what I'm
I
saying.
do think Katie
is not
Halper
true.
should not have been fired,
You know?
but I disagree with her about the apartheid issue.
Really, I think she proved her point.
Ren Ben
She
Canaan.
proved her point really well.
I'm guessing that's why we're talking about this.
Yeah, we're talking about it because of Katie Halper, because she got fired from the Hill. That's exactly. We already covered this on my show yesterday. You know? How about 972mag.org?
Ren Ben Canaan. Yeah, I figured that.
Okay, let's go over it. Since you obviously think you know the facts, bro, these people actually did the fucking legwork that you don't do. While you go on the internet spewing your bullshit, this is somebody that actually went and did the research, okay? Nearly 14 million people live under Israeli rule. The extent of that control varies, as does the ability of those 14 million people to exercise control over policies, personalities, institutions. At the end of 2018, population of Israel was 8.9 million. That includes 330,000 Palestinian residents of East Jerusalem who do not have Israeli citizenship and thus do not have the right to vote in
so apartheid
national
is actually a term that was created
elections.
by South Africans and only applies to the South African issue. I get that people want to shed light on Israel because they think Israel is so bad.
Yeah, you sound just like my mom, bro. It also includes more than 214,000 Jewish Israelis who live in occupied East Jerusalem, more than 435 Jewish Israelis live in the occupied West Bank. Then there's the West Bank, which has been governed undemocratically by the military. That sounds like apartheid to me, too. A region in Israel that's governed undemocratically by the military.
Ren Ben Canaan. The real truth is, or at least my truth is, this is a red herring.
Well, no, that's true. It's
there
your
are a
truth.
lot of Jewish people
and
that
I appreciate
Israel.
The fact that you realize
Ren
it's
Ben
your
Canaan.
truth. I'm pulling up somebody else's.
Separate countries.
Yeah, I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. I'm literally just going and getting facts off the internet and showing you how it is. You can tell me you travel there all the time. It doesn't matter.
Do you support
what really matters is what's going on. The facts of what's going on. You can say whatever you want. You can claim whatever you want. But when everybody in this audience goes out and decides to start doing research on their own, they're going to find out that you're a liar and that I'm giving them the truth, right? You're defending a narrative of bullshit, and Katie Halper and I are on the right side of the truth. And she's a good Jewish woman, isn't she, Katie Halper? You know, I'm not
Ren Ben Canaan.
I'm not sitting here
I'm not
trying to come up
disagreeing
with a
you,
solution, bro.
But the question is, are
I'm
they
just saying
citizens in
a
Israel?
lot of people are getting lied to from a narrative. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying what goes on there goes on there. And you can read about the facts right here. Since it occupied the territory in 1967, Prime Minister Netanyahu has vowed again and again that Israel will not give up military control over the West Bank ever. In that territory over which Israel plans to rule in perpetuity, live more than 2.6 million Palestinians, over 2.9 million, including East Jerusalem Palestinians.
There is the West Bank and there is Gaza Strip.
Not have
and there
the
are Palestinians
right
who are citizens of the state of Israel
in Israeli
It's a lot
elections.
more complex than what you were laying out.
No, it's not that complex at all. These people live there and they don't have a voice. It's apartheid in every sense of the word. They're brutalized, they're murdered, they're run through fucking cattle troughs to get into the fucking country and to leave. They're run through fucking cattle troughs, okay? And it's a fucking joke. So, you know, you can have your narrative. I'm just glad that you see that it's your truth. I'm grabbing just facts off the internet. It's not my truth. I'm just showing my audience facts off the internet. Because I don't know what goes on over there. I have to go look it up. But the problem is that when you go look it up, you start finding out that everything that Katie Halper said was true. You know?
Ren Ben Canaan. It's very easy to say that from your comfortable home. But the truth is factions have been fighting over that piece of land for a long time. There is a faction in power in a place called Israel. Ren Ben Canaan. There is also a faction in power in a place called Gaza that is Hamas. Ren Ben Canaan. LOL Hamas. Ren Ben Canaan. In Gaza they need to have Hamas.
Right.
Ren Ben Canaan.
You get to choose your own leadership.
There's also a place called the West Bank.
Dude, I don't care about any of this bullshit.
Ren Ben Canaan.
I don't even understand why you're bringing it all up. Just drop it.
For their special new version
I've already made my point. All my point was that there's 5 million residents in Israel who aren't allowed to vote in the election.
There's a lot of NG going on there. You just
that's
don't
a large
like
that's a large percentage
really
of the people who live in that country, man. You know, when you say there's only 9 million people that live there total,
elections.
5 million of them are Palestinians. That's almost half the population, right? Or is it more than fucking half the population? More than half the. How is that possible? Is that possible? Is more than. No, that can't be right. Oh, 14 million. My bad. Not 9. It's 14 million people live in Israel. Okay, so it's 1/3 of the population. It is definitely 1/3 of the population. Not allowed to vote. You don't want to call it apartheid, that's fine. You call it whatever you want. But now everyone on my show knows that there's 5 million Palestinians that live in Israel that aren't allowed to vote. That's all. Right? So, you know, I want to apologize to everybody on behalf of Ren Ben Canaan who took all the oxygen out of my chat. You know, I'm sorry. You know, I like that guy. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy. At the same time,
Ren Ben Canaan.
He's allowed to have whatever opinion he wants.
There are over 10 million Mexicans living in America. Why can't they?
Why can't Mexicans vote that live in the United States?
I'm sorry that you hate Israel so much that you cannot see the other countries in the world.
You sound like my mom.
Ren Ben Canaan.
Yeah, I just hate Israel.
I wish you were
happier. I hate
happier.
Israel.
Kaliana 87.
You wish I was happier? Dude, don't attack me personally because you disagree with the facts of what I just showed my audience.
For a happy
don't come down here and attack me personally.
You won't be ranting against
oh yeah, now you're wishing me the best for a happy new year. Whatever, you're a fucking troll bitch now, bro. Maybe you won't be ranting against Jews next time. Motherfucker, dude, now you're blocked from my live stream. Yeah, I wanna leave it up so everyone can see what this cunt just said to me.
Not hating on a country. Just
Hold
bringing
on one
things to
second.
light.
Hold on one second. Everybody, look at the troll move that this fucker just pulled on me. You know, I'm sorry that you hate Israel so much that you cannot see the other countries in the world. And then he says, wishing you all the best for a happy new year, bro. I'll check. That's a Jewish reference, which I don't celebrate. I'll check in and maybe you won't be ranting against Jews next time. I'm not ranting against Jews. I'm saying there's a fact out there that there's 5 million residents of a country that aren't allowed to vote. Your fact was, well, what about all the Mexicans in America that can't vote? Okay, you make a good point. Let's address that before you go running out the door. Okay? You said 10 million Americans? Okay, what percentage is 10 million of 330 million? Well, what is that? What is that percentage? Let's find out. This should be interesting, right? What percentage is 10 million from 330 million?
The answer is approximately 3.0303% of 330 million.
Okay, so you're worried about the voice of 3% people in America, okay, that, mind you, are not being oppressed in this country, against a population of a third of that country being Palestinians. A third of them are Palestinians, and they don't get a right to vote, and they don't have a voice. And you want to compare that to 3% versus 33%? It's a non-point. I'm just giving you facts, bro.
Joel Froggy.
It's not my opinion.
Dear.
Nothing that I've said here today is an opinion. Nothing I've said today is an attack on Jews at all. And, you know, he could come in here and try to misconstrue what I said. He can sit here and try to weave my narrative for me. But when you go back and you listen to every word that I said, you won't find a single attack against the Jews. You'll find me just saying that there's apartheid there. Well, because there is. Because there's a third of the population isn't allowed to vote. And, you know, maybe if Mexicans made up a third of the United States population, that might be a problem, you know, worth looking at. So, you know, if
Brown,
you guys,
if they are legal, can they?
Well, yeah, if they go through the process of becoming a citizen, yeah, then they can vote, and they're able to do that here in the United States. We've got a process here that allows them to apply for citizenship, and it's pretty reasonable. It takes some time, but they get it. I wonder how hard it is for a Palestinian to get Israeli citizenship. I wonder how hard it is. I wonder how many hoops they got to jump through. I wonder how much money it costs them that they probably have very little of. I've got a lot of questions around that. Yeah, but of course, you know. It's just too bad that there wasn't anybody intelligent enough in the chat. I mean, next to Nick Brown, who could offer any kind of opinion along what you thought about everything that was said in here. Everybody just cucked out, you know. It's too bad. I thought it was a very interesting, you know, non-debate. It was me throwing facts out there, and then Ren Ben Canaan coming in here and calling me a Jew hater and an anti-Semite, basically. And this is what happened to Katie Halper. Let's find out how a Palestinian goes about becoming an Israeli. What that process is. Kind of curious.
Nick Brown. I don't understand how he feels you're hating on anyone. Because his opinion doesn't align with the truth, I assume.
I don't know. I'm just reading stuff off the internet, bro. I'm not giving, none of this has been my opinion, but look at this. The question is, do Palestinians hold Israeli citizenship? You know what the answer is? Following the 1980 amendment to Israel's nationality law, Palestinians are strictly legal citizens of the state of Israel. They have passport citizenship rights, right? But are excluded from several aspects of the Jewish welfare state and are therefore denied equal democratic citizenship. So these cunts literally make up their own definition of citizenship so they can weave around it. Well, we're going to give you passport citizenship. We're going to let you travel to work. You know, we're going to let you do our cleaning for us. We're going to let you travel in here and do our dirty work for us. You know, we're going to let you do that. But we're not going to actually let you become a citizen. We're not going to call you a citizen. Okay, but how do you apply for it? How does a Palestinian apply for Israeli citizenship? It's not being answered. That's what I asked.
Joel Froggy. I live in America.
A small minority of Palestinians do hold Israeli citizenship. A small minority. They don't give the number. Most have a special residency status. That was that passport citizenship we were talking about. That denotes a restricted set of rights compared with those of Israeli citizens. That came from freedomhouse.org. And like I said, man, none of my shit is opinion on this. You know, my mom is sitting in there. She's listening to every word I'm saying. She's Jewish. You know, she hates the fact that I don't call myself Jewish anymore. But, you know, the last thing I'm going to do is sit in here and attack Jews. I'm just going to put facts out there. And if you perceive that as me attacking Jews,
87.
you might have a persecution
Don't they
complex.
keep Palestinians in certain parts of Israel? Zoned for them.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, Caliana. I don't know. It seems like Palestinians are free to travel throughout the country. It seems like they've got this passport status, but I don't know. Mom. Amnesty. Mom. Do you support Amnesty International? Do you support Amnesty International? Like financially? I don't know. Okay, well, don't. Yeah.
You mean, do I give them money?
Yeah.
Surrounded Bekeef.
Don't.
I thought you had to be Jewish to become a citizen. No.
Yeah, this is interesting. What Amnesty International says is crazy. Look at this. Look at this. I can't say this because my mom would take offense to this, so I can't say it loud. But I'll show it to you and I'll read it to you, okay?
Surrounded Bekeef. Oops, I'm not in sync. Watching 3 minutes behind.
Okay. Look at this, guys. This is tough. What this says is, now I'm just reading this off the internet, and remember, this is Amnesty International, okay? They're an actual legitimate organization that specializes in freedoms and oppression of people around the world, right? So the question is, how are Palestinians treated in Israel? And the answer is Amnesty International demonstrates that Israeli authorities treat Palestinians as an inferior racial group who are defined by their non-Jewish Arab status. This racial discrimination is cemented in laws which affect Palestinians across Israel and the OPT. I don't know what the OPT is. Just saying, I don't know that. I don't know what the OPT is. So, maybe Ren Ben Canaan wants to come in off of his fucking high horse and respond to that. Amnesty International, their take on it, But it's not all black and white. We could mine shit like this all day. I just assume show you the Katie Halper report. I'd just rather show you her, She put it up on Twitter. I retweeted it. So I will find it on my Twitter here. Because I called her a badass in the tweet. I remember that.
Surrounded Bekeef. Almost caught up. But, the Knesset, has not enacted any law that allows foreign citizens, who are neither Jewish nor related to a Jewish person, to obtain permanent legal status L.
Right. Miss Badass, here it is.
A Palestinian political representative wrote.
So you guys, listen to me very closely. There's only a handful of you here watching, right now. At least those of you that are here right now, stay and watch this, please, because she's making stating nothing but facts this entire time. So just listen to the evidence that she provides, because this is what Ren Ben Canaan says is all bullshit. And he also claims that she knows not what she's talking about.
The monologue is something that I wrote, delivered, and recorded at the Hill. It was then censored, and I was then canceled and fired.
I love the way she smiled after that.
Representative Rashida Tlaib has been condemned by some over comments she made about Israel. Here's CNN's Jake Tapper reporting on what the Michigan Democrat said and the response it prompted.
Democratic Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib of Michigan facing criticism today from what several of her Jewish colleagues have deemed anti-Semitic comments. Here's what Tlaib, the first Palestinian-American woman to serve in Congress, said at a virtual event yesterday.
I want you all to know that among progressives, it has become clear that you cannot claim to hold progressive values, yet back Israel's apartheid government. And we will continue to push back and not accept this idea that you are progressive except for Palestine any longer.
The CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, slammed the comments, saying that Israel does not have an apartheid government, and said that she should not be imposing a, quote, litmus test in a tweet, saying, quote, Tlaib tells American Jews that they need to pass an anti-Zionist litmus test to participate in progressive space. Some of Tlaib's Jewish colleagues in Congress agreed. Florida Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz called her comments, quote, outrageous and, quote, nothing short of anti-Semitic.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz is right. It is outrageous. It's outrageous that Rashida Tlaib is getting attacked. Tlaib is merely stating that Israel is an apartheid state and that people who claim to have progressive values cannot support an apartheid state. No matter how loose a definition of progressive we use, it certainly excludes supporting a racist apartheid system. What's outrageous is attacking Tlaib for pointing out that progressive except for Palestine is an intrinsically contradictory position. What's also outrageous is that the Anti-Defamation League's Jonathan Greenblatt would claim that Israel is not an apartheid government. What's outrageous is that Jake Tapper would accept Greenblatt's judgment as the truth and not propaganda that needed to be pushed back against. I understand that Greenblatt and perhaps Tapper feel like Israel.
So I'm going to stop it right there.
I've learned about this conflict about 40 years. Crazy it's still happening.
Right.
Surrounded Bekeef. 40 years ago.
So I want you guys to realize everything she just said is basically factual. She's going to back everything up, but just try to keep up. It's only 10 more minutes of video.
Israel is not
Cheers.
an apartheid state, but unfortunately for them,
420
apartheid
Newfoundland.
isn't about your feelings. It's about facts. In
Did she say-
1973, the UN defined the
Did she say Israel being an apartheid state is not about your feelings, it's about the facts? Is that what she just said? Yeah, that's what Ren Ben Canaan needs to hear over and over again.
of apartheid as any
Cheers.
inhuman acts committed for the purpose of establishing and maintaining domination by one racial group of persons over any other racial group of persons and systematically oppressing them. In 1998, the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court defined apartheid as inhumane acts of a character that are committed in the context of an institutionalized regime of systematic oppression and domination by one racial group over any other racial group or groups, and committed with the intention of maintaining that regime. These inhuman acts include, among others, infliction upon the members of a racial group or groups of serious bodily or mental harm by the infringement of their freedom or dignity, or by subjecting them to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment.
And guess what? Palestinians aren't allowed to protest in Israel. It's against the law. Nice, huh? Nice. That's just one other little thing I just learned today.
By arbitrary arrest and illegal imprisonment of the
Surrounded
members of a racial group or groups,
Cheers.
any legislative measures and other measures calculated to prevent a racial group or groups from participation in the political, social, economic, and cultural life of the country, and the deliberate creation of conditions preventing the full development of such a group or groups. In particular, by denying to members of a racial group or groups basic human rights and freedoms, including the right to leave and to return to their country, the right to a nationality, the right to freedom of movement and residence, the right to freedom of opinion and expression, and the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association. I'd encourage Jake Tapper to look this up sometime. Here are just a few examples of Israel's apartheid policies. The Law of Return of 1950 allows any Jew, which means anyone with one Jewish grandparent, the right to return to Israel, the right to move to Israel and automatically become citizens of Israel. It gives their spouses that right too.
So what she's saying is that's a beautiful thing that they allow those people to do. They don't allow other people to do it. That's part of the discrimination. Okay, even if it is a beautiful thing that you allow some people to do, if you don't allow everybody to do it,
it's disgusting.
It becomes exactly it's disgusting.
Like
it becomes disgusting, and it becomes discriminatory.
If they're not Jewish, though if they're Palestinian, that's another issue entirely. Palestinians, of course, lack that right. The Israeli citizenship law of 1952 deprived Palestinian refugees and their descendants of legal status, the right to return, and all other rights in their homeland. It also defined Palestinians present in Israel as Israeli citizens without a nationality and group rights. These laws together obviously fit into the International Criminal Court's apartheid criteria. More recently, the nation-state law established...
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe a law in 1980 changed that.
That the fulfillment of the right of national self-determination in the state of Israel is unique to the Jewish people. It demoted Arabic from an official language to a language with special status. It also stipulated the state views Jewish settlement as a national value and will labor to encourage and promote its establishment and development. These are just some of the reasons that human rights organizations have declared Israel an apartheid state. Al-Haq, Al-Mezen Center for Human Rights, Adala, the Legal Center for Arab Minority Rights in Israel, Adamir, Prisoner Support and Human Rights Association, Human Rights Watch, and Amnesty International have all documented Israeli apartheid policies. Israel's own human rights organization, B'Tselem, has declared, the Israeli regime enacts an apartheid regime. B'Tselem divides the way Israeli apartheid works into 4 areas. Land. Israel works to Judaize the entire area, treating land as a resource chiefly meant to benefit the Jewish population. Since 1948, Israel has taken over 90% of the land within the Green Line and built hundreds of communities for the Jewish population. Citizenship. Jews living anywhere in the world, their children and grandchildren, and their spouses are entitled to Israeli citizenship. In contrast, Palestinians cannot immigrate to Israeli-controlled areas, even if they, their parents, or their grandparents were born and lived there. Israel makes it difficult for Palestinians who live in one of the units it controls to obtain status in another, and has enacted legislation that prohibits granting Palestinians who marry Israelis status within the Green Line. Freedom of movement. Israeli citizens enjoy freedom of movement in the entire area controlled by Israel and may enter and leave the country freely. Palestinian subjects, on the other hand, require
Surrounded
a
by
special
Kyiv,
Israeli-issued permit to
legislators
travel
approved
between
law
the units
denying
and sometimes
naturalization of Palestinians from the West Bank or Gaza who are married to Israeli citizens. March 2022.
Wow.
Surrounded by Kyiv. Naturalization equals citizenship.
inside them, and exit abroad also requires Israeli approval. Political participation. Palestinian citizens of Israel may vote and run for office, but leading politicians consistently undermine the legitimacy of Palestinian political representatives. The roughly 5 million Palestinians who live in the occupied territories, including East Jerusalem, cannot participate in the political system that governs their lives and determines their future. I was born in New York City. My great-grandparents and the family before them were from Eastern Europe. I could move to Israel today, buy a house, get a job, travel around with no problem. So could Jake Tapper and Jonathan Greenblatt. But a Palestinian like Rashida Tlaib can't even visit her family home in what is now Israel. This demographic tension is recognized by Israeli officials and politicians who have described their own country as an apartheid state. Former Attorney General Michael Ben-Yair wrote in 2002, "We established an apartheid regime in
Surrounded
the
by
occupied
Kyiv.
territories immediately
It's so
following
fucked.
their
Our gov says Israel is the beacon of democracy in the Middle East.
capture. That oppressive regime exists to this day." Zahava Galon, former chair of Israel's Meretz party, said in 2006, Israel was relegated to the level of an apartheid state. In 2007, Israel's former education minister, Shulamit Aloni, wrote, "The state of Israel practices its own quite violent form of apartheid with the native Palestinian population." In 2008, former Environment Minister Yossi Sarid said, "What acts like apartheid, is run like apartheid, and harasses like apartheid is not a duck, it is apartheid." In 2015, former Mossad chief Meir Dagan said, President Benjamin Netanyahu's policies are leading to either a binational state or an apartheid state. Even Israel's prime ministers have used the A word. In a recently published 1976 interview, assassinated Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin said, "If we don't want to get to apartheid, I don't think it's possible to contain over the long term 1.5 million more Arabs inside a Jewish state." In 2007, yet another prime minister, Ehud Olmert, warned, "If the day comes when the two-state solution collapses and we face a South African-style struggle for equal voting rights, then as soon as that happens, the state of Israel is finished."
Yep.
Prime Minister Ehud Barak
Yep.
said in 2010,
That's what happens when you oppress
as long
people.
as in this territory west of the Jordan River, there is only one political entity called Israel, it is going to be either non-Jewish or non-democratic. If this bloc of millions of Palestinians cannot vote, that will be an apartheid state. But there is no other standard more universally respected in defining apartheid, not the UN, not the International Criminal Courts, not human rights organizations, not Israeli prime ministers, than the people of South Africa who lived under the system of apartheid. After all, apartheid is an Afrikaans word. It means apartness. It was the official policy in South Africa from 1948 to 1994, allowing white South Africans in the minority to rule over and discriminate against the vast majority of Black South Africans. The definitions from the United Nations and the International Criminal Court come out of their experiences. In 1997, Nelson Mandela said, "The UN took a strong stand against apartheid, and over the years, an international consensus was built, which helped to bring an end to this iniquitous system. But we know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians." In 2013, Desmond Tutu recalled being struck by the similarities between what he experienced in apartheid South Africa and what he observed in Israel.
"I visited the occupied Palestinian territories and have witnessed the humiliation of Palestinians at Israeli military checkpoints, the inhumanity that won't let ambulances reach the injured, farmers tend their land, or children attend school. This treatment is familiar to me and the many Black South Africans who were corralled and harassed by
Surrounded
the
by Kyiv.
security forces
So
of the
fucked.
apartheid government."
Listen to South Africa's Minister for International Relations, Naledi Pandor, addressing the United States General Assembly just last week.
While we work to address contemporary conflicts,
Top of the
we
hour.
should not
No law
ignore
regarding cannabis. Everybody cheers.
long-standing conflicts, such as that of the people of Palestine, which has been on the United Nations agenda throughout the 7 decades of existence of this organization.
Surrounded Bekiv.
We cannot ignore the
Cheers.
words of the former Israeli negotiator at the Oslo talks, Daniel Levy, who addressed the UN Security Council recently and referred to the increasingly weighty body of scholarly, legal, and public opinion that has designated Israel to be perpetrating apartheid in the territories under its control.
To my fellow Jews, to my friends in the Democratic Party who want to support Israel and think of themselves as progressive, it is important to look at what Israeli law today does, what the lived experiences of Palestinians today means as defined under international law, and what our friends from South Africa have long pointed out. But we should not stop there. South Africans didn't just define apartheid, they dismantled it. Instead of attacking Rashida Tlaib for her candor, her critics should ask themselves how Israeli apartheid could be dismantled. What would a post-apartheid country look like?
That is really well said. Katie Halper. She's at KT Halps on Twitter. Please follow her, and go watch her podcast. And she's on a lot of shows. She talks to a lot of people, and she's really good. And she talks to her audience. She will respond to you if you go in and you leave a chat while she's live in a podcast. She will talk right back to you. So, she's just like me. She's cool like me, man. So we got surrounded by Keith. We got Nick Brown. Who's the third person that stayed to watch? It's only 3 people. Right? Only 3 people could stay and listen to Katie Halper. It's crazy. My audience is so lowbrow. They are just so freaking, unreachable. It's unreal.
Surrounded Bekiv. Thanks for that. I didn't know her or what happened. Nick Brown. Hashtag keep it open.
I got Keith and I got Nick. That's it. Those are the only 2 people that are in the chat. Nobody else is here? Huh. Isn't that crazy, man? Nobody wanted to watch that, but I don't care. It's the truth. I'll show you the fucking truth. Where are you at, Nick? Are you awake yet?
Yeah.
All right. Why are you so quiet? Are you sleepy?
I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Are you sleepy anymore?
No.
Well, shit, dude.
Hell
Listen,
no,
Nick.
I got to sleep
I'm
in.
going to put the number of viewers up right now so you can see how many people are watching. Wouldn't you laugh your ass off if I put it up and there were like 75 people watching? There you go, brother. And that's an improvement. That's almost double. Look, man, I can lead my audience to water, but I can't shove their heads underneath it and drown them like they deserve. I just can't believe so few people want to hear facts, of when some people are lying to you about shit, and I'm giving you a source of information that is a place where you can get the truth, and you run away from that. This is the problem. If Katie wants to know why shit is fucked up the way it is, look no further than my audience that can't pay attention to her 12 minutes of fucking truth. The average human being can't sit there for more than 30 seconds and absorb something. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, I learned something today. I learned a lot today about what's going on over there. And it makes me want to learn more and hear more about it. I like the truth. Fuck the narrative. Fuck the bullshit, man.
Oh.
People just can't hang, man.
Yeah.
Surrounded Bekeef. Nick, what's up?
What's up?
Man, I've had so much wildlife come through this yard in the last 2-3 days. It's been a menagerie. And then the lawn guys came yesterday, and I was out there with the hedge trimmer, and we cleaned almost the whole yard up. We set up a tree that had fallen over. I got that on video. I showed you guys the video of me lifting the tree with my winch. It's fun.
Yeah, it must have been yesterday when I missed the show.
All right, let's see what I got here. Did you see the bear? The bear? Nick, no?
So our man Doug, he's helping us clean up the lot today, and you can see this bottle brush tree has completely fallen over in the hurricane. So I've attached a winch to it, and I'm gonna try to pull it up right now. This should be fun and exciting.
Oh, look at that nice image there.
Here goes nothing.
Look at the truck moving forward. That's how much tension is on that cable. It's enough to pull that truck, and that is a 2500.
Surrounded Bekeef. Wow.
Yeah, it's a heavy ass tree.
What do you have, like a remote control for your winch?
Uh-huh.
Hell
yeah. It's on a cable. You can stand like 30 feet away from whatever you're doing, so you're out of harm's way.
That is that's the extent of it right there. So it's either gonna fall back down. I need to brace it up in this up position right here. I'm looking at the ground underneath it.
I'll show you where it was.
He's helping us clean up the
You can
lot
see how far down the tree
today,
was right
and,
here.
You can see this bottle brush tree has completely fallen over in the hurricane.
You see the branches on the ground?
I've attached a winch to it, and I'm going to try to pull it up right now.
The remote control's laying right there. The remote control's next to the gloves right there.
Does the tree snap at the base, or do you just kind of pick it up to stake it?
No, it did not snap. It's that's just some white bark that's come off the bottom there. Yeah, it's the tree was fine. It was just, look how high up I got it though. Look at those branches going up. See, that's probably where it was naturally, right there. But I can't take it up higher because we got to get a log underneath it and bring it back down on top of the log.
Right.
I'm thinking that was it right there. It's way up.
I think that is that's the extent of it right there. So it's either going to fall back down. I need to brace it up in this up position right here. I'm looking at the ground underneath it. I don't want to break the roots off.
Hold on a second here.
But I want to balance it up. I'm going to have to tie it, man. Probably to this light pole right here.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait.
It's a trash destroyer.
Yeah. Boom. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the otter. Did you see the otter? You see the two otters?
Surrounded Beekeef. Very cool.
Look on the other side of the creek. Two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let me take this back here, and I'll pause it. Look at him, little dude with his face up. He's looking right at me. He's like, "What's up?" And his buddy's right there behind. Well, I think it's a couple. Oh, I wasn't showing the top of the screen. It's so cool, man. Watch them go down this little waterfall right here that I built. They go down that, boom, and then they switch down that, and then they go over to the right. There's a black hose, drain hose, and they're gonna come up underneath that hose and pop out on the other side of the hose and stick their little heads up right there. There's one of them, boom, and the other one's gonna pop his head right there, boom. Now his head's up, and okay, now he's back behind the hose. Now they're gonna go across the creek over there. Yeah, and they go down river. And you'll see them over on the left side now. And then eventually in the center, oops, out of focus. Son of a bitch. It's out of focus. Wow. In the center of the creek. But my camera just went out of focus while I was showing it to you for some. There they are. There they are. That's cool.
Hell yeah. They say that we have them here, but I've never seen any otters in real life.
Dude, I got this dude was crossing the street, man. I had my camera ready to go. And he crossed the street. Across the street. Oh, and then my phone fell. Across the street right in front of me.
Oh, shit.
Jay Inman.
Why won't you focus?
Hello, Nay, and all trendies. Cheers and good morning, everyone.
What's going on with the fucking... Hey, Jimmy, what's going on with the focus? Camera focus is weird, dude. It should, like, focus right on it. But anyway, that's a video right there. Here.
It's cool how quick they are in the water.
Boom. There's him running across the street in front of me. They did that a bunch of times. I was like, man, I hope a car, because the cars fly by. I'm like, I hope a car doesn't fly by and hit one of them, man, because I'm going to be so fucking pissed. You know, I want to get a wildlife crossing sign out there. And there's a speed bump there, but everybody hauls ass over the speed bump. It's not a very aggressive speed bump. You know, you could do 50 over it if you wanted to.
And they wonder why their suspension's all jacked up.
Well, it's not that kind of a speed bump. You could do 50 over it and it wouldn't hurt you. It's a speed mound. It's stupid. Yeah. The only people it fools are the ones that go over it for the first time. And then they're like, oh, I can go where this is what I want. I wonder if I could buy a sign, wildlife crossing sign. Dude, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find me a wildlife crossing sign.
Yeah, you can get them. I got one that says Turtles Crossing out at my koi pond.
Caution bear crossing, skunk crossing, turtle crossing, deer crossing. It'd be so funny if I got all those signs and I put them all in a row. Or just put them all on one post. Why don't they have like multiple? Man, here's one. That's awesome. For $8. Oh, there's one that says wildlife crossing. You get 2 of those, and then you don't have to get all those signs. It just shows all the bears. It's just got a bear and a deer. It's got a rabbit. It's got a rattlesnake on there and a fox. It says only one left in stock. There's one that says werewolf crossing, Bigfoot, Sasquatch crossing, Chihuahua crossing. You know, I wish it said like
here sells some signs kind of like that.
I want to get one that says
That's
like
cool.
fucking 5 miles an hour Animal Crossing on it. That'd be great. Oh, slow down, speed limit 5 miles per hour. I like that. Ooh. That'd be awesome. I don't know. It'd be cool. I don't control the speed. I don't control the speed in my neighborhood though.
You guys have obviously you have a homeowner association. Are they pretty light?
They're impossible to deal with. Let me explain to you. Okay, so the homeowners association put a speed bump in front of my house. Okay, and now the speed bump doesn't slow anybody down.
I came across an otter at Joe Pool Lake in Duncanville, Texas.
Nice, gentlemen. The speed bump doesn't slow anybody down, right? It just cost a lot of money to put in, right? And it caused all the water in the builds up in our yard and on the street to now flow down onto our property and make this giant fucking
Drewski 956.
rut in our
GM
yard that went down into the creek and made a very dangerous area, so much that the neighborhood put up sawhorses on our yard to warn people that there's a giant hole right off the road in our front yard caused by them. They came out, they looked at it, they said, we're going to have a company come out and give us an estimate, come out and fill this in and fix this speed bump, put in a curb. No, they never did anything. They never addressed it. Never heard from them again. That's what I'm dealing with. They'll tell you to your face, yeah, we're going to do that. And then they won't do shit. And they think it's funny. They call this the Wild Wild West. Like it's a fucking
probably
joke.
the type, though, that if you throw up a damn wildlife crossing sign, they're going to be quick to respond to that.
Oh, no, probably not. No, because it'd be on my property. There wouldn't be much they could do about it. I'll put it in my yard. You know? And we've got 10 feet off the road. It's basically theirs still. Like where our mailbox is, it's still considered their property. It's city property. But I go 10 feet off, that's my yard, man, you know? Yeah, hold on, guys.
You're supposed to come on Wednesday to do the vehicles. I'm not going to be. I have to leave here at 8:30. I have to be in the show by 9 because I have a first Aaliyah. Do you want her to? You want him to come and do your truck? Does it need it really? Why it hasn't been out at all, Ben? You sure it's dirty? You want it done? I'll have it.
Yeah, I took it down outside in the rain because.
Oh, okay. That's right. You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I was looking at the.
I'm not going to be here, so just your vehicle.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Getting my truck detailed again. Ooh, I like this one. It says slow wildlife crossing. Dude, that's the one, bro. It's $16. It's fucking perfect.
But Ben will be here and he would like his truck done. So do you mind just doing his and I'll just have to wait 2 weeks. No big deal. Right. Well, I'm leaving at 8:30, but whatever time they come is fine with them. He's going to be here. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. Thanks so much. All right, sure. Bye. Okay. Done and done, then.
Fantastic. Aluminum signs. Nice. Oh, that wildlife one's fucking not coming for fucking forever. So fuck them. It's like a whole month. I'm not waiting a month for a freaking sign. Let me find another one. Slow wildlife crossing, though. I like that. That's what I'll look for. Hold on. How do I go back here? Yeah, slow wildlife
Drewski 956.
crossing.
Damn, my shit is frozen.
Slow down, kids at play. Slow wildlife crossing. That one's cool, but it's expensive, dude. That one I like because it's all silhouetted. The animals are silhouetted. It looks so pro. They want $60 for that motherfucker, dude. I don't want to spend that kind of money for a fucking metal sign. Slow down wildlife crossing. It's still expensive. Slow down wildlife crossing. Oh, I like those, dude. They're $10. I like that one. It says slow down wildlife crossing. Fuck yeah. I love it.
Yeah, Home Depot don't have nothing like that. I thought they did.
The hardware store where I lived in California had all kinds of shit like that, all kinds of signs. People in that county are fucking crazy over that shit. I'm getting 2 deer crossing signs. Wait, are these, is this one fucking, it says, it doesn't say metal on it. Metal. And now you can't click on it once it's here, you sons of bitches. Here we go. What's it made out of? Where's the... No one is saying what it's made out of. What is it made out of? It's 4 ounces. Is this metal? 4 pinholes. Oh, it's not. It's not. Fuck that shit. It's not metal. I don't want that shit. Psst. Unreal. I like the way it looked. Okay, let me keep looking. Slow down wildlife crossing. Yeah, the real good one is fucking expensive. Aluminum. There's a cheaper one. I like when it says please drive slowly. You know, it'd be nice instead of slow down. Sound like some man standing on my yard, you know? Deer crossing signs are cool as shit. I kind of like that deer crossing sign. It's expensive. Engineer grade. That's just kind of like the cheaper one.
Christoph 54. Good morning, Nay.
Christoph, what's up? Aluminum, black on yellow. This one's good. Okay, let me see where we go.
Christoph 54. Super.
We don't want this one. Buffalo. Okay, so we want this one.
Christoph 54. Jerusalem J-Aim.
We could go like 2 of them. We go like 2 of these. No, I think there should be 4 of these. Yeah. That's too much. There should just be 2, right? There should just be 2 of them. You know? Just one for one way and one for the other. Yeah, that's low key, dude. That's
Drewski
fucking
956. Cheers 30.
That's cool. I got one with a buck on it. It's gonna cost me $4. $4 for 2 signs. $4. It's fucking great, man.
It's cheap.
Well, it's because I get cash back on a credit card. So boom, big good deal. Now I got 2 of them signs coming. They're yellow. They got a buck on them, and it just says deer Xing underneath it. It's perfect. Because you're not telling someone to slow down. You're just alerting them to the fact, hey man, a fucking 8-point buck might jump out in front of your fucking Lexus, you know? So slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
You know how we talk to drivers on the road. Wow, look at this pretty flower behind me. Holy shit. What? What? You guys got to see that shit, man. Look at this flower back here. Hold on.
Christophe 54. Ne je suis à la chasse auxiliary Chardonnay elegant.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. All right, so yeah. So this right here is a pretty flower. Look at that. It's right behind me. It's kind of hard to see with the brightness the way
Christophe
it is,
54.
but you know, when I go like this, you lose all that. But it's got that pretty flower out there, man. On this camera. So if I go like this, that'll give you a pretty good shot of it, I think.
The weather looks awesome out there.
It is. After the hurricane, you know, it's generally what happens. Yeah, man. You can see the bananas did good. They did fine. I have them in the cage. So
Christophe 54.
Bear won't eat them.
Attention auxiliary Arsnay.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. What else is going on? Wow, man. Somebody's
Christophe 54.
being charged with
Petit
copying
Ars Bron
Marvin
et
Gaye
Uncoin.
song.
Drewski 956.
No, Drewski, I'm not.
You gonna watch UFC tonight?
No.
Christophe 54. Je plaisant avec vous. Big Merc 83. Sup guys. Trendy Nick. Hey Merc. Big Merc 83. What did I miss? Christophe 54. Ne la el pause panoso lile de la pluie et du vent au secours. Drewski 956. Just Christophe typing shit like an idiot that don't make sense.
And that Muhammad Rasulullah. Congratulations, you're now Muslim. Ah! Bro, what the fuck? What? What did I say? You say the Shahada. His name the Shahada. Like you right now, you're Muslim. Okay. I love you because you respect Islam.
Christophe 54.
I respect Christian.
Der la culture.
La ilaha Allah. Daddy, free your mama.
You're the best streamer out.
You from Romania too?
Nah,
Where you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Are you from Free you! Free you!
I know, free Palestine.
Free your daddy! Free your mama!
You're the best streamer out there.
Thank you, bro. Are you in jail right now?
Big Merc 83. What are you looking at, Nay?
This TikToker guy that does funny videos. He says, where are you from? The guy says Palestine. He goes, free you! Free you, man! Free your mama!
No! We're from Israel, bro. You know who I believe in? What? Allah Akbar. Israel got to free Palestine first. Wait, what do you mean? They got to free Palestine first. Hey, free Palestine! Free Palestine, you piece of...
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine! Shut up! Where you from?
Me, I'm from Palestine.
Oh, you from Palestine? Yo, hey, yo, just build up the free Palestinians in the chat. So you're Muslim?
Allahu Akbar.
Oh, Akbar! It is real! Israel! Free Palestine, man. Hey, where y'all from? Israel, man. Hey, bro, play a beat. I say, free Palestine, boy, you need to do it. Israel is the country that you really need to do it. Don't interrupt my rap. Free Palestine, that's what you need to do.
That's funny, man. That guy's a streamer on TikTok, I guess. Yeah, I got nothing. These bong hits ripped me, bro. So I'm good. Smoking that cherry pie, bud, and shake.
Trendy Nick. Addicted to the scammer payback videos. Keepaga etc.
Scammer payback videos, yeah.
Josh G. Keepaga is great. How's it going, Nay?
Hey, Josh.
I have been cleaning up puke for 2 days, and my dog ran away, and things aren't exactly okay, but that's okay. But I clicked on ESPN on
Heavy
Sunday,
Padilla.
and it said, we lost our
Good morning,
contract,
Nay.
and that shit's not okay. We lost our contract, and Sling today, and it said, but I clicked on ESPN on Sling today, and it said, we lost our contract, and that Sling today, and it said, we lost our contract. ESPN on Sling today, and ESPN on Sling today, and it said,
Oh, ESPN on Sling today. We lost our contract.
Trendy Nick. Good morning at Josh G and at Heavy P. Imadatus. Good morning, Nay and Trendies. Smiley face.
Oh.
Heavy Padilla. Good morning, Nick.
Happen. They are going to be overthrown. The people of Iran obviously have now had enough. The sanctions are working. The currency is going to nothing. They're where Russia was. They're where Poland was. We see signs of young men and women saying, give me some food. We saw a sign of a man trying to sell his internal organs for $500 American. Probably a fortune in Iran today. This is truly pitiful. These are the kinds of conditions that lead to successful revolution and, God
Josh
willing,
G.
nonviolent revolution.
How many people are without a home and school now? What does the US do to help these people when their kids are in school? Send them somewhere else or just wait out the traumatic experience. Josh G. Due to Ian asterisk.
All right, guys. I can't do the show with the sun like this. Without a home and school now, what does the U.S. do to help?
I was wondering how long
Joel
it's gonna
Froggy.
take that sun beaming on you like
You've
that.
been to South America. Big Merc 83. I'm so sick of USA trying to be world police. Getting into everybody's shit except ours.
Yeah, I know. That's what we do. Wow.
Have you seen the hawk since the hurricane?
Yeah. Yeah, just some.
Josh G. USA translates to septic plumbers. Always getting into other people's shit.
Huh. Right. Exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching the show. Find me on Twitter at Truthier News. I'm at Truthier News on Twitter. I'll look for you over there. All right. That's where I'll be. On Twitter at Truthier News. That's where I'm going to go right now.